Okay, I'm Red, and I am here with Street Fighter Origins Akuma. This book has a price of $34.95 US and a page count of 128 pages. This covers the early beginnings with the origins of Akuma. And I really enjoyed this book. It went into so much detail for the characters of, in Japan he's known as Gouki, in America he's known as Akuma. His brother is Gouken, their master was Goutetsu. It goes into all of that. I'm not sure how canon this is, but if it's not, it needs to be. Like, this was really good. So I'll go ahead and show you the back. And I'll go ahead. And actually, we can start going into it right now. Actually, I don't have to. It's not like I have to take anything off of it. So, this starts with a little village and a man raising his two sons. They work on a rice farm, and we get a bunch of bandits here scoping out the rice farm and checking out the man with his two sons. The story for this was it was good. Like I like the lore of Street Fighter. Like, their father went by, they never really named his name, they're just a alias, because in one part in here the writer called him Yoshinori, and Yoshinori is for the old producer of the Capcom, like majority of the fighting games for like Street Fighter. Yoshinori Ono. So, and then he has another name in this book. His alias is Gouki. So they come, the bandits come, they fight him. He really doesn't want to fight. He tells Gouken and Gouki to run. The mother, I believe, no, they get away with their mother. And like, the father is killed. She loses the will to live. They stumble out in the wilderness for a nice little while. And then they come across a bear. And then they end up running into Goutetsu, who takes them in and begins to train them in Assassin, because their father was trained in Assassin, and their father knew, their father was trained by Goutetsu. The bandits that they were, I don't want to go into too much of the story, because it's decent. It's like they really tried, because majority of this stuff that we get for some of these is not too good, but this one was fairly decent. This Retsu, fight promoter, he comes because he's heard about Goutetsu and his fighters and him producing some of the world-class fighters. So he went to come see him and heard rumors of Gouki or Akuma, whichever name you want to call him. Wanted to see him. He offered him an opportunity to become a prize fighter. And there's one thing that I forgot to mention. They got split up. Him and Gouken got split up. It's kind of wild how they got split up, but he walked out and got attacked. Yeah, he walked out and got attacked by the bear, and then that was when Gouken found him. He was split up. Akuma had done some training with Goutetsu while Gouken was en route to the little village. I mean, they really tried with this. Like, they really tried with the story and to bring it together. It's worth reading. Like, I really don't want to go too much more into it. Like, the art is really amazing. And get that out of there. Let's see here. He was underground fighting. Like, he had a start. Like, they gave him a start because it's been so funny how they never really talked about, they never really went into the background for certain characters. And that's one thing about Street Fighter that always irked me. I'm like, okay, where is the story? Like, what are we doing here? Gouki went back. He told him to run. Gouki went back. His father had decided to fight, but was still killed. And he, you know, being an assassin practitioner, I guess he tapped into the dark though. This is it's worth reading. Like, he ran into the guy that killed his father and found out that, you know, he got certain information from someone that knew their father and knew exactly where he was. This is when Gouki ran across, he was doing training in the wilderness, in the mountains, and he ran across a house on fire. The mother died. This is a baby. Like, they really tried with this. And this is Akuma, or Gouki, confronting Goutetsu about what happened to their father. Like, this, I mean, it's nice. They tried. Like, they tried. Like, every other game got a good story. Like Mortal Kombat, they got a, even though the story got a little bit convoluted with like the newer take of Mortal Kombat, like 11, but like every other game got a good story. Like, and you know, it's about time we got one, but then they'll say, oh, it's not canon, so we'll see how canon it is. But I enjoyed it. It was an interesting take on it. Like, I wish this was canon. Seriously, I don't think it is. So, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I'm Red. And you know, if you pick this up, or if you're interested in it or whatever, just, you know, talk to me in the comments. And you have a great day.